Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Vermanda Maharani Sonya. I'm in charge to explain our research about Rawabogo community's attention in developing of a tourism village. Me and my team from Bandung Islamic University, Department of Urban and Regional Planning, and our field of research uh, in SoRes is innovative education in digital area. First of all, I want to explain about introduction. Rawabogo village is one of tourism village in Bandung Regency, which is famous for its culture and its main attraction as is the site of Mount Nagara. In addition, there are another potential tourist attractions such as natural potential and social cultural potential. However, the Rawabogo tourism village has not deserved a significant development since 2011. This is due to several problems related to the availability of infrastructure and communication between stakeholders. The problem of communication between stakeholders is very important, to which attention must be paid, as it may have an impact on the lack of community empowerment and participation in the development of a tourism village of Rawabogo. Community empowerment and participation are important in every stage of tourism village development because tourism village represent the form of community-based tourism. The community participation is from through an understanding of the desire, interest, demand, and a sense of community ownership of the developed tourism village. Generally, the measurement process related to desire, interest, demand, and sense of ownership is carried out using questionnaire and interviews, but this both method is difficult to measure accurately and dynamically. Therefore, it is necessary to have another measurement method that can be support the result of questionnaires and interview, and one of which is the analysis of the eye movement pattern, or the eye taking. The eye taking method is the method of the eye taking method is a method used to track a movement pattern, pupil size, and the number of blinks using a specific recording device. The use of the eye taking method in this study was also based on the assumptions that the eye vision as a form of visual attention can occur simultaneously with cognitive process in the brain, so that in the processing of new information, humans do not only process at the cognitive level, but are also perceived based on the visualization. And our mission in this research, we want to identify the attention of the people of Rawabogo village to the development of tourism village by using questionnaires and interviews followed by the eye-tracking movement pattern or eye-tracking method. In other words, the target to be achieved from this research is to identify the attention of the people of Rawabogo towards the development of tourism village and the thing that pickering the attention. And what is different about different from another research, because we use supported method like eye tracking method, that and the eye tracking method can avoid the weakness of the questionnaires and the interviews method, like by increase the validity and the objectivity. The research methodology that we use is integrative method, which is the classical method are supported by eye tracking methods. And for collecting data, we use comprises the primary and secondary data collection, while the sampling method used in this research is purposive sampling, or sampling considering with 10 respondents as a required number. And in collecting data, primary data, the research will carry out paper activity in the form of eye movement pattern analysis and interview, questionnaires, observation, and documentation. The researchers also use a stimulus in the form of video that display the current condition of development of the Rawabogo tourism village, and this stimulus is the material that support the analysis of a movement pattern. Then the method of analyzing in the for the result of the questionnaire is use a weighting based on the Likert scale. For the variables that we use in this research are cognition, emotion, cognition, and external, which is has indicator for the each variable and can be seen in the detail in the tables. The application of this mixed method in our research is the first step to include the scientific measurement of public awareness in planning or development process. And next, for the result of the research, based on the reliability and quality test, there are 9 questions that are declared to be valid, and for the result of the reliability test yield an alpha value of 0.9. Or it can be concluded the research instrument can be untrusted as data collection tools for the variables and indicators. So according to the statement that the alpha value of the Corombach method should not exceed 0.90, advice even is to eliminate or reduce the number of questions on the research instrument. Choose the question used in processing the result of this research questionnaire become a question which are declared to be valid. For our Google community's attention, based on the processing of the questionnaire results, for cognitive variable is performed that the community had high knowledge and interest in the development of Rawabogo tourism village. Discussing on the emotion variable, the community was happy with the establishing of the Rawabogo village as a tourism village because the tourism potential in Rawabogo village can be raised and also known by the wider community, and we said that they also hope that the establishing of Rawabogo village as a tourism village will enhance the community of village community. Then the result of on the cognition variable also show that most of the respondents said that they want and would be able to participate in every stage of the development of the Rawabogo tourism village. And for overall, when the view based on the total score of each variable, the attention of the people of Rawabogo village toward the development of tourism village is categorized as a high and very high attention, and the result of this questionnaire are also supported by the result of the analysis of a movement pattern where each respondent has performed several saccadic movement and repeated section at certain minutes. And the addition overall of number respondents being represents the average number of adult beings between 10 until 15 times per minute with a gap of 2 until 10 seconds to the next blink. For the conclusion, the people of Rawabogo have high intention to the development of the rich village by showing by a very high attention categorization of the very high attention of the people and high attention of high people. That's all was supported by the result of the A movement analysis, which show that each respondent has performed several saccadic movements and repetition fixation at the certain minute. The movement implies that the respondent paid attention to every part of the stimulus video. As for the another problems in the occur in the Rawabogo tourism village, namely the regency government has not conducted extensive socialization or education about tourism village, and there was no separate section of budgeting for financing the development of tourism village, so the community empowerment and participation have not been optimal. In connection with the reflection of our Islamic values, Surat Al-Alaq 13 until 16 explain that the center of control and regulation of all behavior and speech of every human being is the crown, or it can be also the mind. Attention is form of the human will, where the will is manifested in good behavior that will result good benefit as well. Then the tourism business therefore will be difficult to carry on if The community empowerment is not under the will and awareness as stated in Surah Al-11, which explains that Allah the Almighty will change all situations when we have tried to change the situation. That's all for the explanation. Sorry for any shortcoming. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.